I just need to rant for a little bit. Today we're going to talk about the dishonesty of the businesses in this community and the general scumbaggery that comes with it. And a story on this card. And some of the most dishonest things that I've seen from businesses in this industry. I'm not going to name any names, but we're going to talk about a lot of the problems that a lot of you guys feel. Let's dig on into this, shall we? You better like this video. Alright, so first up, TCG Player link down below. If you're going to shop on TCG Player, why not buy from MCOL Games and use the link? Helps out the back end. Okay, so first up, we're going to talk about buyouts on TCG Player and some of the most dishonest lies that I see from businesses. And you're not going to see this from me. I've never actually done this before, and it actually angers me that other people do this. So, dear MCOL Games, sorry, can't fulfill your order. Me, oh, well, that's okay, I understand. Reason, card was misplaced. Oh, okay, cool. Well, let's go check and see, how our investment's going. So we can pull up a Yield TCG Player. And we happen to notice that Store X has another copy of the card that we bought. Not this one in particular, but oh, well, that's really weird. It's a shame that they canceled my order, but, I bought 2 copies, and they've relisted 2 copies in the exact same condition that I've had. Well, they said that the cards were misplaced. They wouldn't lie to me about the price increase and we've got to make money, so sorry, customer, you're out of business. Some of the most two-faced, shady stuff in the world. Now, as a business, typically, if there is something wrong, especially if you order from me, I try some way to make it right. For example, customer didn't get cards in near mint condition. Alright, well, we allow them to keep the cards. We refund them the cost of the cards. Alright, that's 100% the best thing to do. One thing I do in my line of work is if you buy a card from me and there is an oversell. Fun fact for those of you that don't know. Sellers that sell through Crystal Commerce while connected to TCG Player and you have accounts on multiple platforms, a couple things are going to happen. There's a 15-minute delay, alright, usually, between things. So if you go order something from me on TCG Player, you immediately scour on over to Amazon and you're like, oh, MCOL Games has more over here. And you buy those. No, I don't have 30 copies of the card. I still have the same 15. They're just for sale on both marketplaces. Now, in that case, there's not much I can really do about that. It's one thing that people need to understand. So when you're selling in multiple marketplaces, no, there's not 30 copies listed. There's 15 for sale on multiple platforms. So to the people that spurg out about that, no, stop. It's not how it works. You didn't buy 30. You still bought the same 15. That's why you're getting the refund on that, because I simply don't have it. Now, back on the topic of this. One thing I try to do, if you buy something from me and there is something wrong. For example, one person bought Spiral Spear Strike from me. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I simply, if I don't have it, okay. Alright, I'm going to refund you the cost of your order, and then I'm going to issue, out of my own pocket, some sort of store credit to help alleviate that. Whether that's the cost of the order or something like that, it's something I try to do for my customers, so that there's not mess-ups like that. No. To me, if a store gave me that kind of customer service, I'm not going to want to neg you. Alright, you've made it up to me more as a customer. You've apologized to me by submitting a refund, addressing the issue, and you've gone above and beyond this. And then you've got the simple store that literally was like, oh, I'm so sorry. We've misplaced the card. We're going to refund you, and then we're going to immediately relist that card. Alright? Now, if somebody's buying this card out from you, and if you are one of those special people out there, and you're relisting the card immediately, and the person that bought it from you sees this, they're gonna have a sour taste in their mouth. They're gonna be like, this, yeah, I get it. I do. All right, and this is one of the biggest things that pisses me off in this community is people are just like, they'll never notice. I'm going to refund them and I'm going to relist the card for the profit. I get it. All right. The card industry doesn't make a lot of money. All right. I get it that you got to push the penny stocks. All right. I get it that it from another standpoint here, it's like, oh, X person did not get his profit. I get it. All right. It's all the way around. It's one giant conspiracy theory that leads into another. Okay. The problem is the blatant lies about you misplacing the card and then relisting it as if nobody is going to catch that crap. All right. And that's where our issue lies in this discussion. I could give 2 craps less from you. Well, 1, I'm going to not buy from you ever again. Number 2, you're officially on my crap list. Like, it's so great when you've got another business that's like, not buying from you ever again. Like, can you imagine that? Could you imagine running a business and then not fulfilling your order to another business? And they're just like, it doesn't bother me. Like, and when people do this scumbag, you block them. You just, you wash your hands with it. You call it a day. You never buy from Card Store X ever again. And Card Store X isn't a real store, by the way. Well, they might be a real store, but we're just plugging it in as some random store name here. So, shout out to the businesses, by the way, that actually fulfill their orders. All right. Shout outs to, can't say this guy's name, Cards in All Gaming and Duelist Academy. Oh, I haven't even opened these yet, but I'm sure that they are some excellent additions to my collection. So what's the moral of the story here? I get that, okay, well, first up, I think it is absolutely shitty that businesses go through the blatant lies. And I'm not saying that, I get that they're legitimate. We couldn't find it. I've been there. I've done that. All right. I feel bad for having to message a customer and be like, so I don't have this, but before you get mad, here's a refund. Here's some store credit. There's not much I can do for you. And then you've got crappier customers out there that will go to social media and that'll blast you through another existence. And then you're just like, look, man, I already gave you store credit. I don't have the card. Like, I guess I could order another copy of the card and take the even bigger thing. But you're getting blocked after that because you weren't a sensible customer. There is a such thing as customer etiquette, by the way. Strange, right? You know, business owners and things like this, we're not all bad people. We want to communicate with you in the way that you feel is good. You know, and if I'm setting all of this up, being a real nice guy, and then you just come at me with the biggest F you ever, and you're just like, nah, man, terrible. I'm just like, washing my hands, block, all right? I've given the best customer service in the world. A car got bought out. I actually ate the $40 cost for this guy as an apology, and never doing that again. I was like, look, like, honest mistake here, and the guy still. So we gave the guy, we're like, all right, cool, we don't have this. We're going to refund you the cost of the card. We're going to give you store credit to pay for the card so that you can guarantee to get it. All right, and this buyout was 2 years ago. And this guy still has the audacity to tell me that I've given him the worst customer service in the world. All right. No curse words from me. Just, we apologize. Sorry for the inconvenience. We're going to take steps to ensure that we can get you this card, or at least get you the amount so that you can acquire another one of these. Nah. Guy absolutely had the audacity to still submit 1-star terrible customer service. And that person is still blocked to this day. Never going to deal with them again. All right, so here's the TLDR on this. If you buy from a store and they hit you back with the, we don't have this, we're sorry. All right, and they said, sorry, take back here's a refund. All right, At this point, you can do a couple things. One, you can scour on over and see if they've relisted the card, and then you can take out your anger on the feedback section, saying that you've seen that they refunded you and that they've relisted the card. That's genuine. Number two, you can read into the message, see if they were actually sincere, see if you felt that it was a heartfelt apology, and see if they've relisted the card. If they haven't relisted it, then it was probably a genuine case that they didn't actually have the card. And businesses make mistakes. I do think that that's something very important to understand as well, that nobody's perfect out there in the universe. And I understand that, being entitled, being like, that's my free money, and trying to take it away from other people. Everybody's got to make their dollar at the end of the day. But just understand that you as the buyer and the seller, if you are getting good customer service and they haven't been rude to you and they've been quite nice to you the whole step of the way, why are you being a terrible customer? You're going to find yourself blacklisted somewhere and people aren't going to want to deal with you. All right. So I think that's important. If the buyer is being absolutely courteous with you as a seller, return the favor. Same vice versa. All right. If you want to cancel an order, reach out to them. If you bought something from them and they genuinely don't have it, don't go straight for the neg button. All right, do unto others as you want done to yourself. If you're one of those people that's like, oh, they didn't ship my order, and you want to immediately neg them, remember, all right, if you want to start a business someday and you're giving somebody that exact same treatment, do you really want it? I'll have you know that in the case that happened to me, this happened to me multiple times. I've been tempted to leave negs. I've looked over their store inventory. I've looked over a lot of things. A couple cases I saw that it was they genuinely didn't have it, all right, and I wasn't going to be too mad about that. And then other times it's like, oh, you actually just relisted it. What a scumbag. And I do hold back wanting to leave negative feedback for these things because I want businesses I want players and businesses to understand that aggression's not always the best thing. Like, you can ruin somebody's livelihood over one mistake, and that's one thing that people need to understand. It's, the card business is a very fickle creature. I understand that a lot of stores will go above and beyond for customer service for you. TCG Player actually sent me something, I think it was last year, said that they were surprised by my customer service, and they were very pleased. I got like a little card from them. So that was really cool that TCG Player took notice of the things that I'm doing to better my business in the long run. So people are shitty, all right? Don't be the next person that's going to be shitty to the next person, because it's an endless chain, all right? TLDR. So just understand that there might be reasons for it. They might need that money more than you do. It's all about the investments, man. Just because you buy them doesn't mean everybody's going to ship. What do you guys think? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. TCG Player link down below. I guess I'm out. Peace. The ride never truly ends. Thank you, patrons, for helping support the channel. Without you guys, I don't know if I'd still be doing this. And those of you that like Cardfight Vanguard, FanCold40 is here for all your content needs. And those of you asking if I sell cards, mcoolgames.com for all your trading card game needs. Check the description for more interesting info. Thanks for watching, guys.